Okay, so today was day 3 of the conference, which is actually the International Economic Forum of the Americas. So we went to the lunch session, Economic Recovery, Seeking a New Balance, and they had Paul Volker, former chairman of the Federal Reserve,
and current advisor to President Barack Obama, economic advisor. Volker was talking about how America spent too much and ate off the fruits of the labor of the world, and now we're afraid that the economic recovery won't be as quick as we would like it to be.
Yeah, and he also talked about the problem of bailouts. Like he referred to as shadow banking system, shadow banks.
Yeah, he referred to that several times, said shadow banking. I've never heard someone of his position refer to it as shadow banking.
Well, what he meant was institutions like Goldman Sachs, which are not actually banks, but they have as much impact on the economy as banks, as in, you know, when you hear too big to fail and that kind of thing. So what he was talking about was that if these institutions should qualify for bailouts, they should be regulated the same way that banks are. But he also said that bailouts are not a solution, because what happens is if you know you're going to get bailed out by the government, it actually encourages excessive risk-taking. So why be careful? Why not take excessive risk? Because government's going to bail you out anyway.
So he was kind of promoting that idea wasn't really the way to go, and I was kind of wondering then who was actually, why hasn't Obama been following his economic advisor's advice?
Yeah. You gotta, you know, you can see a guy like this who actually a lot of what he said made a lot of sense. You know, that bailouts are a really bad idea because they don't work. And then you have the issue of the European Union of centralizing government. And the problem with that is that if one country has economic problems, then it affects the rest of the EU. So what do you get? More bailouts, which doesn't solve the problem either.
Yeah, wait.
However, he did also talk about the need for all countries to come together and work together to arrive at decisions on how to regulate banking universally. Although the problem with this is, you know, if you have a globalist organization overseeing everything and making the laws and regulations, who's to say that they're going to make good decisions? And you know, if it works, great. If it doesn't work, it's even more catastrophic because it's on a global scale. That's not what he said. That's what I'm thinking, and that's what also other people at the conference were thinking. You know, as appeared in our discussions afterwards. Actually, I find that a lot of the people who are attending are not on board with everything that's being discussed here, and they actually, you know, come up to us and we start talking, and then they start to reveal how screwed up they think everything is, and they're like, oh, we shouldn't be talking to the media about this, because, you know, they can't talk publicly about it because their jobs would be at stake. But a lot of people who are on the inside of all this actually know that it's not working and it's not going to work, and that centralization and globalization is not necessarily the answer at all, and that the people who brought you all the problems are now going to bring you the solution, and that doesn't make any sense.